Good evening, everyone. It's Dr. Shernay. I'm coming in a little bit late. Where my night owls at? I had a long day today, but I'm finally in. I'm finally home. And so I did want to give my thoughts on this whole situation with GIIIIIIIIRRRRRLLLL Jackson and her husband, ex-husband, estranged husband, whatever he is at this moment, Derek Jackson. So I'm sure you probably already heard, seen, gone through all of the news that's going around right now about GIIIIIIIRRRRRL Jackson and Derek Jackson. But Derek Jackson is a self-professed relationship guru, and he's made tons and tons of money from giving advice and selling books and doing podcasts and videos, mostly in his car. And so, of course, come to find out that he is actually the type of man that he has been warning women against. And so Danae has come out, now that all of this has been going on, Danae has come out and expressed her feelings and thoughts about their relationship, things that happened in their relationship. She did an interview, mentioned that she's more familiar with other women's bodies than her own. Because apparently he made sex videos, sex tapes, and had her watch them. And so she said she was watching them, trying to figure out how to please him. She would look at the women that he was attracted to and try to emulate them with hair, with makeup. I'm assuming also with body and dance, things like that. Just anything that she could do to try to get the attention of her husband when his attention was elsewhere. And there have been several thoughts about her. Of course, I've seen many people ridicule her, make fun of her. I've seen some people that are saying, well, it's a marketing ploy because, she's trying to come up or trying to figure out a way to make money off of the situation and capitalize on it. My personal thoughts are this woman has been through trauma. And she has been through a lot of trauma. And I'm willing to bet she probably met him at or around the time that something very traumatic happened to her and she was not healed from whatever it was. Because when you are in a state of trauma, of anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, low confidence or no confidence, no self-esteem, you tend to make decisions that are not the best. Okay, I have been there. I have done that. I have several people around me that have done the same thing. And it's funny that the people and things that you're attracted to when you are in some sort of trauma disgust you when you are healed. And it just seems like this was kind of a mess to begin with, because from what she has reported, this started long before they even got married. Now, why would you, if you are a healed version of yourself, why would you marry someone who's already cheating on you? That is painful. Cheating is trauma. That is a complete trauma. And so for you to want to marry into that, knowing that this is already what's going on, that's nothing but a traumatic response. Because if you are healed, if you are in one of your best states, you're not going to marry someone who's going to constantly hurt you. And this is someone that took vows to her, someone who, pledged to love, honor, respect, protect, and cherish her. And he has done the complete opposite. And this is someone that she tied herself to and fought to stay tied to. And it's funny because, in all aspects of it and what women say they want, he fits that bill. He's very tall, because I have met Derek before. I've taken a picture with Derek before. He was at an event that I was at a few years back. And I still have that picture. So he's very tall. He is an attractive man. He was athletic. So a lot of women claim that that's what they want in someone. But that's why I say go deeper than that. Go deeper than, oh, he's got to be at least 6 feet. He's got to be dark skinned. He's got to be this. He's got to have this much money. Go deeper than that, because you can have that and that person is still a trash human being. You know, and I'm speaking in the context of a heterosexual relationship, because this is the context that we're in. This is what we're dealing with, a husband and a wife. However, this can apply to any relationship between any gender, okay? But I'm just speaking in terms of heterosexual, just because of the situation. So you have to dig deeper and search for more than just looks, for just money, sex, because those things can come and go. They can fade. You can be up one moment, something happened, and then you're down. And then what's going to be what after that? There has to be some sort of substance, some sort of something that's going to link you to that person and cause you to actually want to maintain a relationship with that person. And so just looking at all of this and, you know, just seeing her videos, she's just very, very hurt, very, very traumatized. And what I would caution you to do, whomever's watching this video, if you are in a relationship with someone that causes you to lose yourself or become a shell of yourself, and you can't recognize who you are, that is not the person for you. And that is a situation that you need to leave. Because if you are loved properly, if someone is loving on you, respecting you, cherishing you, they're going to do that for the person that you are. They're going to accept you for flaws, quote unquote, because flaws, that's subjective, right? They're going to accept you for who you are. And they're going to make you feel good about who you are and make you feel better in some cases about certain things. Like, it's not going to be where you feel like you're doing all of this work and you're getting nowhere, like you're a hamster on a wheel, like you're just constantly running, but you're not getting anywhere. That's not what real love is. That's not how healthy relationships work. If you're sitting here and you're putting forth all this effort and you're just trying to hold on to somebody, let them go. You can't keep someone who does not want to be kept. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how good your sex is. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how good you look. If that person does not want you, if they're not ready for you, they're not going to stay with you. So do yourself a favor. Give yourself a gift. Give yourself the gift of peace and allow these people to exit your life. Because trying to stay attached to someone who is hurting you, who is abusive to you, who does not have your best interests in mind, who's constantly self-serving, that is not the person that's for you. That's not your person. And they may have their own personal things going on, but guess what? That's what they have therapists for. That's why we have life coaches. Those are the people that are going to help this person transition through whatever it is. That is not your responsibility as a spouse, as a significant other. That is not your task. That's a load that you are not supposed to undertake. And you should not undertake that. That's a lot of emotional load on you, and you probably already have your own things going on. What I would say, if I were able to talk to Danae, I would definitely tell her to check into therapy, like immediately, because she has been extremely traumatized, and not even just, dealing with regular trauma. This lady has been traumatized publicly. Millions and millions of people know all her business. And that is a trauma in itself. I can't imagine having the entire world know my marital business, and then I'm trying to figure out how I can navigate and deal with the backlash from everything. I can't imagine. And I'm glad that I don't have to. And trying to figure out how to do damage control, how to fix the situation. And then there are children involved, and things that go on the internet are out there forever. So at some point, these children are going to be exposed to this. So she's going to have to figure out how to deal with that on top of everything else. And she really just needs to put her life back together. I don't know what she may have done or whatever, what have you, but at this point, it just doesn't matter because he made the decision to go out and be with all these different people. Now, I will say she should not have married this man if this is all that was going on before. But again, she may have been in a traumatic situation, in a traumatic time, and this was her response. I understand completely because I have also reacted in terms of trauma and hadn't necessarily made the best decisions dealing with certain people in certain situations. But I course corrected, got out of those situations, found myself in therapy, found myself in coaching, found myself meditating and journaling and releasing emotions and doing all the things that I needed to do to get back to me, to rediscover who I am, to rediscover things that I love to do. And then once I became happy with who I was, I could then put that energy into being like, hey, this is what I desire and need in a partner. This is where I messed up in my previous relationships. This is where I am taking responsibility and accountability. This is what I need moving forward. And I know that there's a lot of I in that. And that's intentional because before you can get with someone else, you need to know what it is that you need, what it is that is important to you. Things that are non-negotiables, things that are deal breakers. You need to know all of this before going in or moving forward with anybody in any relationship, a friendship, a sexual relationship, an emotional relationship, definitely a marriage. You need to know all of these things about yourself first. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, how are you going to find it? It's hard to find something when you don't know what it is that you're looking for. A great example of that would be, definitely first and foremost paying homage to the icon that we just lost, Tina Turner. She was an icon, a queen, a trendsetter. Her legs made the mini skirt famous, okay? And rest in love and peace and happiness to her. But she was with a man for years that traumatized the hell out of her. Okay. And she finally got to a point where she said, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm choosing me. And once she chose her and left that situation behind, she flourished in her personal life. She flourished in all types of directions. This is what you have to do. Sometimes you have to give people the gift of leaving your life. Let them go. And in Danae's case, she definitely needed to let this man go. And I hate that it had to come to this for her. I hate that she had to be publicly embarrassed for her to get out of the situation. But sometimes, whatever you believe in, God, the universe, the ancestors, whatever it is, sometimes you're not getting the message, so they have to send a stronger signal. It just is what it is. Because when you're trying to hold on to something that's not for you and everything is trying to separate you from this, but you're still keep trying to hold on, you're holding yourself back. And that's not a good thing. That's never a good thing. So certain situations you have to let go. Tell people be blessed. And send them on their way. And don't feel bad about it. You may be upset because, again, it's grief. It's losing a relationship. It's losing a bond or something that you feel. But later on, once you get to that point of healing and realization, you'll look back at the situation and wonder, why the hell did I even get into that? That has definitely happened to me. I'll cover that at another time. And that's definitely happened in my life, because it's like certain people and places I look at and why did I go there? Why did I do that? Certain people that I've come across, that I've dealt with in the past, and it's like, at this point in my life, you couldn't even get my phone number. You would be blocked on sight. But again, when you're in that trauma situation, you're having that traumatic response, you'll accept things that you never would if you're healed. And that is why therapy and coaching is so important. Now, if you are looking for a coach, please feel free to click the link in my bio, schedule a consultation. We can talk. I can help you through it. If you're going through grief, if you're going through professional burnout, if you are burnt out trying to figure out how to get your health on track, because I will cover that in another video as well. But I have had one fantastic health journey, and I have also gotten nutrition certified, so I'm also a nutrition coach. But if you are needing help in any of your life directions, please feel free to book a consultation. Let's talk about it. I hope you all have a blessed evening. I'm going to get off here and get ready to go to bed because I am extremely tired. But you all have a good night, and I will catch you in the next one.